So I'm driving to the hospital just about as fast as I've ever driven. And I had taken the day at home with the kids. Bree was okay. She was at the hospital. Things were going well. No bleeding. And I was going to spend the night up here, but she called in the middle of 30 minutes where I didn't have reception. It was probably 40 minutes. The kids and I were at the river for like 40 minutes. And at that time, she starts bleeding again a lot. And so they're moving her towards a C-section almost immediately. There was a lot more bleeding, and they talked it over. She talked to the high-risk doctor at length. I talked to the high-risk doctor on the phone, and she really thinks it's time just to go for it, because what they saw, they did a speculum exam, and they saw blood coming out as they were just the whole time they were doing it. It's just kept coming. So we're gonna have a C-section tonight. So I dropped the kids off with some good friends. I don't even know. Yeah, I gave the kids the biggest hugs. They were all upset. And I'm just driving towards the hospital. I already got pulled over once by a state trooper, and he just let me go. He said, slow down a little bit and good luck. So I'm trying to not speed too much, because she's not going to be right in there. They actually have another NICU C-section is happening now, so the NICU team is gonna has to take them through. We're choosing to do this now when it's not an absolute emergency, which it might or might not be in about an hour or 2 hours. We're choosing to move forward because she is actively bleeding. It's more than she's bled before, and this is how these things go wrong. The bleeding placenta previa is how the emergencies happen. It's just significant blood loss. It keeps going. It doesn't stop. It gets worse. I really didn't want it to go this way, but we knew that it could all along. We've known that it could. I didn't want it to go this way because this is like a 2-month NICU stay, and it's rough on the babies and it's rough on the family, but we're making the best decisions we can just with what's in front of us, and valuing, their little lives by moving forward in this decision. And I think we're pretty confident in this. And we've honestly, more than any other experience with almost any other doctors, conventional doctors, we trust these people who we've been working with for the past almost a week now, 5 days maybe. They've been so good. They've been so careful, so kind, so educational, and honestly, effectively prepped us for this moment. So I was hoping we could avoid a 2-month NICU stay for the babies, because those babies don't belong out yet, but they're coming, and they're coming tonight. The last thing I told my kids before I left them, and they were really upset, and a couple of them really showing it. The last thing I told them is, I'll send you pictures as soon as I can. And that just blows my mind. I'm going to be taking pictures of my babies tonight. Fortunately, the traffic is really good. It's really light, and I'm just cruising through. I'm only going 15 over right now. And with how things are happening at the hospital, I should have plenty of time to make it there and actually go up to her room and hang out with her before she goes in. The other really good thing about doing a C-section at this speed, rather than you wait till it's truly an emergency, is in those, the big difference is that she can get a spinal, where they puncture your spinal cord and they basically pump these nerve blockers, kind of similar to lidocaine. There's others, into your spine, and it numbs you from the waist down, and she can be wide awake through the surgery. That means she can see her babies as soon as they're out, and it means that she'll be wide awake afterwards and won't be hungover from drugs and waking up and intubated with a breathing tube. She'll be wide awake through the whole thing, and so she can see those babies and interact with them as soon as possible. And that just all depends on how it goes. You don't get to like have them up on your chest. You don't get to have them right away. And they educated us a lot, but partially as a nurse, like I'm just overwhelmed with my babies being basically ICU patients, because the first hour of their life is like, it's going to be a very, very busy hour. Very, very busy. And it's amazing what they can do, but they're going to have lines in them, and they're going to be on breathing machines, probably getting multiple meds, surfactant, other meds, getting shots, the whole 9 yards. And in the hands of, honestly, like in that first hour, it's a bunch of people gathered around. It's a whole team effort. I've seen that before. So that's what we're doing. We really do appreciate y'all's support and love through all this. It's been cool to share this story, and I've had the time just sitting with Bree in the hospital to like make a bunch of videos and get them out. So we've largely enjoyed sharing that story with you. And we're going to keep rolling with it. Honestly, I can't believe it's happening now, but it is. We've been prepped for it. It's like jumping into, for me, it's like jumping into this pool. You know it's really cold. It's basically just 2 months of perseverance and hope and prayer and love for those babies, and it could be more. Anyway. Alright guys, I'm going to jump off. I don't know what I'm doing with this video even. I don't know if I'm going to post it or just use it later, but I talked to a couple people on the phone, and I just had a lot more to say, but I didn't really want to talk on the phone. So I'm just talking to myself in the car. I think there's people going slow in front of me, but I have probably 10 minutes, I'll be bedside. Shoot, I think I have to go to the ER though, because I might be able to just slip in, we'll see. Hopefully I can slip in the front door. I'll park right there, and if someone's coming out, I'll just run straight in the front door. Otherwise I have to walk all the way around. Come on folks, let's go. We got babies coming.